Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be a boss battle one that is not about beating level 20s or clearing the highest level. So with boss battle, it's important to keep in mind what you run is kind of dependent on what your teammates are running. So this is going to be more like trying to clear like 15 to 17 in that range. And I'll do another video for clearing the max levels. So this is going to assume a couple things. One, you don't have a Rocker Sean, and you don't have like a Shinsuke Nakamura and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and walk you through guessing where the boss is going to be at health-wise between 15 and 17, and maybe what you can do to beat the boss, right? So last time level 17 had 500 million health. And level 15 had around 380, 400 million, we think, is the number we came up with there, trying to remember. And so given that, I think up to level 17 is going to be a really good, Cena should be solid damage-wise, right? You can count on him for damage. I did a video on him, how to run him. You can check that out. Alpha would be okay as well. Not as good as Cena, I don't think, unless for some reason you have a drip plate on your Alpha, which you probably don't for this. Honky Tonk Man is going to be amazing for breaking the shield, and I've said this a little bit. What I mean by that is I would set him up basically Bree and Riddle, if you have him, to generate more black gems, Woodsy here. And if you have Dusty, Dusty's fine. Or just use Vince with 2 MP. So you're starting with all your MP to start, right? And you can set them up with these moves. And what you want to do is at the end of your turn 1, and try to keep in mind, guys, when your job is to break the shield, your damage doesn't matter. What matters is being ready to break the shield. So the end of the first round, you drop these immobiles down. And then right away at the start of the second round, all you do is click this, and you're going to break 35 black gems instantly. Not sure what the shield will be at level 15 to 17, but that's probably going to get 3/4 of the shield like right out the gate. Then you can choose your purple gems to recycle and all of that. Skill plate wise, if you want to use a skill plate, use Eternal Positivity, and that'll be able to help you out. 15 to 17, if you can't beat it in the first 2 turns, you're going to have to survive. Boss isn't going to hit as hard, so you don't need like the max exhaust, you don't need the max heal, but bring what you can and use them. Exhaust is under aggressive. You don't know what it does. It reduces the boss's damage, and the more this goes up, the more damage it reduces, and the more the cooldown goes down. So like exhaust like 6, 7, 8, gonna be helpful, just like healing 6, 7, 8 should be helpful through the 18s. Now, if you have him in chaotic here, Motu Big E, if you set up with, you can just spam this one move to break the shield. If you have Eternal Positivity skill plate, every time you break 3 black gems, you can hit the Positivity Boon Drop, which again is okay to do turn 1, but let's say your job is the shield and not damage. Then on turn 2, you will forget about buffing your damage and just spam the gems. You would definitely want to run Titus here to make more black gems, Hall of Fame Bree, Riddle, so you can make as many black gems as possible and match those and just keep spamming that over and over. Will be really solid for breaking the shield. And then maybe do a little bit of extra damage if you can get this buffed up turn 1. Again, Fury 2 is going to be the way there for you guys. Focused is a really tough one. There's not a lot of great people besides like Rocker, besides like Nakamura. The thing with Hall of Fame Brett is he's not going to help breaking the shield, and he won't do a bunch of damage. So he kind of falls into that not very useful category to me when you're setting up your team of guys. So I think you'd be better off using someone like Stunning Steve, like Hall of Fame Perfect, where they can make a bunch of black gems. Like Stunning Steve, you would use the Snowfall moves, these 3, and recycle them back and forth to break black gems. Hall of Fame Perfect, yeah, if you have him, you should know how to make black gems with him. Hall of Fame Perfect should hit harder than Stunning Steve because of the multiply gems. If you don't have either of those, it gets really, really rough. And we're probably looking at Zombie Drew. Hopefully you have him a little bit higher than 4-star gold. Probably going to want to run him like this. You'll probably want him at least 5-star bronze, I would think. And then run something like this with your entourage. Kofi, 2 yellow MP with Cena, Elias for matchy match, and Bree for generate more black gems, right? So I would run him something like that. Again, double Fury if you got it. Why is Cena good? Because you can put a Queen's Tiara on him and run his multiply set and recycle it without swiping and grow the damage. I did a video on it as well, Derek, that I would recommend watching. So if you're not doing like level 20s, I would rate Cena as good damage. Like up to 17. After that, it's not really great damage. But if you're living a long time, you could use him as somebody that could potentially do good things for you, and he does help break the shield. He's not as good as Rocker. I don't think he's going to be as good as a 6-star striker Lashley. Triple red for him if you somehow manage to have him at 6-star and you're watching this. And that should really do it, guys. What you're going to want to focus on, what's going to happen turn 1, is you just go all out, do as much damage as you can, unless you're the shield guy. Towards the end of turn 1, you want to be set up to start and take that shield down right away turn 2, because on turn 2, the shield goes down, and you want to be able to take that down right away so you can continue doing damage. Once you get into turn 3, your moves are going to be really expensive cost on turn 3, so then you're going to have to wait until the shield comes back really to do a lot of damage, and it just starts dragging on. So if you don't have really high breakers and people at like 5-star gold, it's going to get harder and harder every turn. So I would say focus on like having at least 5-star bronze guys for these. If you're breaking the shield, that's your job, not doing damage. Focus on doing your job. If you're doing damage, like if you're the Cena, focus on doing damage, right? And if it doesn't work, look at what's in your team and come up with a good team, right? Honky Tonk Man should be one of the better breakers available to most people. He should be able to break the shield easily himself if you do it right. Don't get mad at your faction mates if they're not doing it. Try and help them, explain it to them. Remember, you know, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but if you teach him to fish, you feed him for his lifetime, and these are your faction mates, so teach him to fish. Hopefully this is helpful. If I missed anything here or didn't explain it well enough in this like pre-high level boss battle breakdown, let me know. If you guys want to see this every boss battle, I will try and do these as well as the what you can do to max ones and like higher breakers and stuff, and try and keep them separated for people in factions that want to do that. So let me know, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Hopefully this helped you, and thanks for watching, and good luck out there. Okay.